Hello, I am Asaiah Edwards, and I have been asked many times, what is it like to live with sickle cell disease? My answer will not change. I only know myself as Asaiah, who lives with sickle cell disease, and I have my ups and I have my downs. Sickle cell disease is an inherited blood disorder that changes the shape of red blood cells into a sickled shape that can affect people with the shortage of blood of red cells. The sickling of red blood cells mean that cells can stick to the vessel walls and cause blockages, preventing oxygen from reaching tissues and organs. This causes attacks of sudden severe pain, known as sickle cell crisis, without warning, leading to trips to the hospital. In my 16 years of life, I've had over 26 hospital admissions, totaling 70 days in the hospital. That is over 2 months in my life spent in the hospital room, hooked up to various machines, pumping life-giving substances into my body. I do not recall it myself, but I've been told at 4 years old, I was providing the nurses with my opinion on the type of needle they should use, along with the specific arm. I've had over 103 hospital visits, including my regular hematology clinic appointments, annual MRIs, vision and hearing tests, 7 stroke assessments, and pulmonary tests, all of which are required to monitor and keep children with sickle cell disease safe and healthy. I grew up believing that SickKids Hospital was a part of every child's life, and every child had a medical team that was caring for them. It wasn't until I was older that I realized my experience is different than most children. I've had 180 blood transfusions. My first was at 13 months old, followed by my first surgery at 2.5 when I had my spleen removed. Morphine and codeine are a part of my sickle cell pain crisis management plan. I cannot recall a time when sickle cell has not been present and permanent part of my life. Whether it be the constant awareness of sickle cell pain, my daily regimen of medications, some of which I will take for the rest of my life, because there is no known common cure for sickle cell disease, and most recently, my acknowledgement that it takes a lot of mental and physical strength to be a sickler. Living with sickle cell disease presents some limitations to my participation in high school sports. Frequent absences and my health concerns impact my academics and social engagement. Living with sickle cell, I've always told people that living with sickle cell is like living with a roommate for the rest of your life. They leave their things all over the place, but you learn to accommodate them. Because of sickle cell, I've matured differently than other children. I examine my life in a different way, and the experience is one that includes the hospital for sick children, a place that I know has saved my life, provided me with great opportunities to participate in extraordinary events such as this, and spaces to say thank you to you, the nurses, doctors, social workers, support staff, and foundation for their tireless work on keeping children such as myself healthy. SickKids is a unique place and an amazing part of my journey. It is home for us that allows children to heal while filling our hospital experience with color, hope, and just a safe place to be. I am so happy to be here today to hear this announcement that will help me and so many other people around the world. Thank you for partnering with the Hospital for Sick Children, and your support helps sick children strive for healthy lives no matter what limitations their illnesses may say they have. I continue to believe that it is SickKids versus sickle cell.
Good job. Good morning, and it's such a pleasure to be here with everyone today. Good morning to everyone who's online. This is an incredible opportunity to be part of such an incredible initiative like Move the Dial. Asaiah has touched on so many incredible actions that need to be taken for individuals who are living with sickle cell. My name is Eldon Holder. I'm the Executive Director of the Dream Legacy Foundation. I'm here to bring greetings on behalf of Isaac Olowolafe Jr., who is the founder of Dreammaker Ventures, Dreammaker Inc., and now the new philanthropic agency, Dream Legacy Foundation. And we're taking a little bit of a different approach to diversity and inclusion. We're taking an approach that is based off of economic inclusion and entrepreneurship. We want to redesign and dismantle and disrupt the way in which we think about building communities, stronger communities through stronger businesses. So when we heard about the opportunity to partner with SickKids, we saw that there was a chance to make system-wide change. See, today there's a lot of individuals who are talking about diversity at the service level and at the surface level. But in order for us to create system-wide change and real impact, we have to expand across sectors. And we have 6 areas of focus with the foundation. We have economic inclusion, entrepreneurship, financial literacy, cultural identity, convening, and one of the most important is health research. So we're pleased to start dismantling some of the barriers that exist in health research, largely to include a more diverse approach to connecting these sectors together. So we're here today to make an announcement specifically in line with sickle cell because we're so inspired by Asaiah and those who are living with sickle cell. So some of you may know that this is the UN Decade for People of African Descent. Yeah. And if you don't know, now you know. In honor of the UN Decade for People of African Descent, which is based off of justice, recognition, and development, we want to acknowledge the importance of development in health. And in partnership with the SickKids Foundation, we know that it's important for you to see yourself in the spaces that are healing you. So we are here to announce that the Dream Legacy Foundation and Dream Makers will be creating the first sickle cell fellowship specifically for women of African descent. The reason why this is exciting for us is that we know that there is an underrepresentation of research in sickle cell. But we know there's also an underrepresentation of women clinicians and researchers in sickle cell. So through this fellowship, they will get a 2-year fellowship term where they'll get a chance to practice and train at the SickKids Hospital so that they can continue to inspire and heal those individuals living with sickle cell. And on the 2nd year, they will be able to partner with our Black Innovation Fellowship through Ryerson and DMZ to bring tech innovation into the health space. They will be able to, yeah, that's a round of applause. And what's cool about this is that the individuals from the Black Innovation Fellowship will be working with the individuals from the SickKids Dream Maker Fellowship on sickle cell to design an incubator, work with incubators to design a tool and treatment specifically for those with sickle cell so that it can be expanded not just across Canada, but across the entire African diaspora.
Amazing.
So why do we do this? We do this because it's important to take a stand, to bring businesses into the equation for moving the dial. We know that in order for us to make this change, we have to do it together. I have a mentor that told me in order for the boats to rise, the tide must rise. So we want to raise that tide so that all boats can participate in this particular initiative to encourage more industries to get involved in health. Thank you.